So as you become an experienced Facebook ads builder, you'll know the most important part is A/B split testing. So by this I mean creating two ads and testing a single variable difference between the two. So copy the initial ad and change one variable in the second ad to identify which one creates better results, a higher click-through rate, more conversions. So I have my first ad, and then in my second ad, I change the demographic to men only. And then I can further split test that with other variables. I change the image from the original. I change the interest groups I target. By doing this, you can find the variables that you want to combine together for a super ad, for the best ad, right? Split testing on Facebook defined test ad sets against each other to understand which strategies give you the best result. So your potential reach will be divided among your ad sets for accurate split test results. So let's create some split tests. I've already shown you how to create split tests once you already have a campaign created via creating another ad set within a campaign you've already made. But we can create split tests right from our initial campaign build out. So once on Ads Manager, you click the Create Ad button. We're on the campaign objective step. Now let's go through these objectives and find which ones offer split test. So store visits, I know this doesn't. Catalog sales, I know this does create split test. So we can A/B split test our creative, our placement, our audience, or our delivery optimization strategies. Next is conversions. We can split test conversions. Messages, we can split test those as well. Lead gen, we can. Video views as well. App installs. Engagement, at each level we can create split tests. Traffic, create split test. Reach, we can. Brand awareness, we can't, but there is budget optimization. So let's just look at one of these. Traffic, create split test, and then click continue. Now as you can see in the left sidebar here under ad set, there's a new addition, variable. That's what I'm always talking about when we do split test. Remember, split test is like science. You have your hypothesis, and for that hypothesis you have a control group and then a test group. And in that test group, you test one single variable. So you can see it here under the variable step. With variables, you can understand how different strategies impact your ad performance. This split test gives you a clear understanding of the results with no audience overlap. This is a true split test. Your potential reach will be randomized and split among ad sets to ensure an accurate test. And again, what I preach, single variable test. The ad sets will be identical except for the variable you want to test. So what variables can we test? It's mentioned on the objective slide. You can test your creative, you can test delivery optimization, you can test the audience, and you can test the placement. So we'll look at each. Creative. So instantly you can see what is split here. Ad A, ad B. We've created a creative split test. So we have the same ad set, but a version A ad and a version B ad. Next, delivery optimization. So as you can see, delivery optimization variable shows up under the ad set level. We can scroll down here, and here we go. Ad set A, ad set B. It's a split test under the variable of delivery optimization. Do you want to set your bid cap? Do you want to test your ad delivery? So for this campaign objective, traffic, the two things I want to optimize for typically are link clicks and landing page views. So this would be two things that would be great to split test. Now let's keep going down the list of variables. Next is audience. We can split test our audiences. So as you can see, our new variable over here, audience variable. So ad set A, ad set B. Who do we want to target? This is our detailed targeting area. Location, age, custom audience, or saved audience. So if you haven't saved that audience you want to target, that's fine. We can create a new one right here. whether it's based on a custom audience, a lookalike audience, or again, creating that new audience that can become a saved audience. And finally, we can split test on the variable of placement. So there we go, placement variable. Ad set A, ad set B. We can have automatic placements. So this is the Facebook news feed, Facebook mobile, Instagram, audience network, Facebook Messenger. But just from my experience, I typically don't get the best return on marketing spend from the audience network. So I'll disable that one. So disable. And then does my ad make sense for popping up in Messenger? Depending on your brand and the ad you're marketing, maybe it will, but I'll disable that too. Now, this is an area where we can get really specific. What area do you want your ad to appear? Do you want it to appear as an ad in Instagram stories, in the feed, Facebook Marketplace? This is where you can get really specific and split test to see where your target audience engages the most with your content and your sponsored post.